So to begin with, we want to start with product. People must understand the product and how it works, basically, and the science behind the product. It's always good to get to understand the product so that at least it will be very easy for you to sell. So we have our product expert. I really, really appreciate Mr. Matthias. He has vast knowledge about the products and is always willing to share with us. He's a great, great leader. We have been friends for quite a while with Matthias, a very, very young man and business minded. Okay. Remember, we are doing this also to save the community. And also on the other side, at least you can get good money returns. It's called financial freedom. So with all due respect, I want to welcome Mr. Matthias. Please, Mr. Matthias, take the podium and give us a vast knowledge about the product Fuel Factor X. So, Mr. Matthias, welcome on the platform.
Hey, Daniel, thank you very much for those kind words. Indeed, we have, come across a product that is really serving the community. And I want to thank everybody else who has joined the call, taken the time to come to be with us on this call. I see some familiar names. I see Pauline and Caroline and Sue and Dan himself, Eunice, who is, as MDC Kenya office. And I want to say thank you to everybody who is attending these calls for the first time. I want to recognize you. I want to acknowledge your presence here, and everybody else who is part of our team, wherever you are, wherever you're joining from, whether it's in Kenya or anywhere else around Africa, welcome to the call. Feel at home. And once you've gone through this presentation, please get in touch with the person who invited you onto the call, and they'll be able to guide you. They'll be able to walk with you this journey once you have made the decision to be part of this team to do this business as well. So without taking too much time, for the next 20 or so minutes, I will take you through the product, give you some information, some insights about the product. Don't worry about my background, it's all good. So let me just share my screen so that we can go through this presentation. Daniel, once the screen comes on board, you can let me know if it's clear.
Clear.
Daniel?
It's clear.
Yes.
Clear.
It's clear. We can see it, yes.
Okay, great.
Proceed.
Great. So what are we talking about? We have an amazing product that has come into the African market in the last year or so, particularly in Kenya, and just in the last 1 year. Our product is called Fuel Factor X. Now, Fuel Factor X is an American product. It has been in use for about 30 years now. This product was developed initially for use by the American military. They are the ones who commissioned this research into a product that will help them to save money on fuel, a product that will help them to make their vehicle engines more efficient and increase their performance. So Fuel Factor X is not a new product. It's only new in the African market. It has been used in the American market for quite a while, in Canada, in Europe, and in some parts of Asia. It has also arrived there in the last few years. So Fuel Factor X is an amazing product that helps drivers and owners of machinery to save money on fuel. It enhances their fuel economy. It means that they use less liters per kilometer with their vehicles or with their machinery. It reduces carbon emissions because it enables your vehicle or your equipment to burn fuel more efficiently. Therefore, you have less wastage of fuel coming out of your equipment or out of your vehicle. And in so doing, it enhances the performance of the vehicle or the engine of the equipment that you're fueling. And as a result, it also prolongs engine. So this is an amazing product. It's a product that, is affecting the life of everybody in our society, because our cost of living is really affected by the cost of fuel. Cost of fuel affects the cost of foods, the cost of goods in the market. So when we reduce the cost of fuel and we make vehicles and transportation more efficient, we actually affect the livelihoods of almost everybody, if not everybody, in society. Now, we call it a comprehensive fuel treatment. Why do we call it a comprehensive fuel treatment? It's because fuel factor X does all that is needed in fuel and in a car engine to make it more efficient, to make it more fuel economical. Now, comprehensive simply means it cuts across the spectrum, or it cuts across all the things that need to be done to fuel to make it more efficient. Again, FFX, or fuel factor X, is an all-in-one solution. In the market, you will find various products that perform one or two functionalities in terms of improvement of fuel. It could be adding lubrication. It could be fuel stabilization. It could be detergents in the fuel. Most 99% of products in the market today will perform one or two functions that FFX does. FFX has a complete list of ingredients that enable it to perform various functions, up to 7, and that is why we call it a superfood for your engine, or we call it a comprehensive fuel treatment. So I've mentioned it's an all-in-one solution. It's a comprehensive fuel treatment. Mentioned once again, it prolongs engine life and reduces wear within the engine, causing your engine to run more smoothly, burn better, and all the moving parts of the engine will not experience the kind of corrosion and erosion that they normally do. It increases fuel economy. We have seen cases, most cases range about 30% in Africa. That means that if you're in Kenya, for example, and you're using 10,000, you normally use 10,000 shillings for a particular journey, you find yourself saving up to 3,000 shillings when you use FFX. So it increases fuel economy. And just yesterday, I was talking to a professional in the financial industry, and he tells me many of his clients are transporters. They come to him for various facilities, loans, credit, to build their businesses. And he was telling me a lot of them are complaining about the cost of fuel. So if we can help these transporters, these people in the various industries, to reduce their cost of fuel in their businesses, we'll be doing them a great service. So it increases fuel economy, it reduces harmful emissions and pollutants. A lot of businesses today in the African market are trying to become more green. They want to play their part in reducing emissions. Fuel factor X helps them to reduce emissions and pollutants into the environment. So even as we seek to find economical ways to do our businesses, more efficient ways to do our businesses, we are also taking care of the planet that we live in. Remember, Earth is where is our home. We don't have any other, so we have to take care of Earth. And it improves vehicle performance and horsepower. A lot of drivers are telling us the moment they begin to use fuel factor X, they experience an immediate improvement in vehicle performance. They feel the power of the vehicle. And this is because of one of the functions that I will come to, one of the functions that fuel factor X provides to drivers and operators of various equipment. So who can use fuel factor X? Fuel factor X is safe for all engines or vehicles that use a carbon-based fuel. We're talking about vehicles and engines that use petrol, that use diesel, that use kerosene, if there are any, that use gas, or even heavy oils. There are factories and equipment that use heavy oils. Some people call them furnace oils. these are also candidates for fuel factor X. So we're talking about cars, motorboats, motorbikes, trucks, lorries, generators, heavy construction equipment, heavy equipment in the mining industry, factories, and others that use either petrol, diesel, kerosene, gas, and heavy oils. So as you can see from the illustrations, from the pictures, and from what I've just said, that the market is wide. The market is very big. There is no shortage of clientele in the market. And if somebody decides to join this business and be a partner with us, they have just tapped into one of the largest markets available. Now, what makes our product different from other products in the market? Granted, there are other products that do similar things in the market. Motorists and car dealers call them additives. Now, the various additives in the market, like I mentioned earlier, they play one or two functions in the market. They will provide one or two benefits to your vehicle or to your equipment. However, with fuel factor X, you receive so much more value as compared to 99% of the products in the market. Now, on your screen, you have an illustration, you have a picture. Now, the picture that is above fuel factor X, this is a picture of the number of products that were bought at a particular time to do or to perform the same functions as fuel factor X. You can see a collection of bottles of different products that had to be bought to achieve the same thing as fuel factor X. Now, this tells you that fuel factor X is a powerful, extremely valuable. Now, why is fuel factor X in a sachet that comes in 10 mLs? It's because it's a super concentrated product. Now, other products will, increase volume by adding certain things like some water, some liquids. However, when you buy fuel factor X, when you use fuel factor X, you're using a super concentrated product. And that is why our packaging is also, quite handy, quite comfortable to carry around, quite easy to handle. So it's a super concentrated product that has all the goodness of a comprehensive fuel treatment in it. Now, what are these ingredients that are found in fuel factor X? I will list the 7 ingredients that are in fuel factor X, and this will give you an illustration of why fuel factor X is a comprehensive fuel treatment. Number 1, we have what we call organometallic compounds. Now, this particular ingredient was developed by 2 scientists in the 70s. They developed this ingredient, and this ingredient is one of the things that is your first ingredient in fuel factor X. These 2 scientists actually won the Nobel Prize for Chemistry in 1973. You can go onto the Nobel website, go to 1973, look at chemistry, and you will find 2 names of the scientists that developed this particular ingredient of fuel factor X. Now, that tells you that the technology behind fuel factor X is top technology. It's the best in its class. It's the best in its field. And this is one of the ingredients of fuel factor X. Fuel factor X contains lubricants. These help the engine parts that, that move, that grind against each other to be lubricated, and therefore reducing the wear. This means that your engine will last longer because of the lubricants that are found in fuel factor X. For those who are a bit technical, you'll know that modern day fuel, unleaded fuel, has less lubrication than the older generations of fuel in the past. So because of that, lubrication is an extremely important function of fuel factor X. We have detergents. What are detergents for? One of the things that fuel factor X will do for you is clean up your engine of all the carbon deposits, of all the rust that may have built up in your engine system. in your fuel system. So detergents are one of the ingredients in fuel factor X to clean up your engine, thereby giving your engine better performance, better, in Kenya we say, breathing space, so to speak. It allows your engine to perform better. Followed by that is polymerization retardants. Now, this reduces solids from forming in your fuel system. Sometimes due to exposure to air, due to oxidation, fuel may begin to form solid particles, and that is not good for your engine. So the polymerization retardants cause your engine to remain clean, prolonging the life of the engine. Then we have rust and corrosion inhibitors. So fuel factor X contains components or an ingredient that keeps fuel system from forming rust, from corroding, and removes what rust and corrosion particles may have built up in the system. So that is the fifth ingredient of fuel factor X, preventing it from forming rust and corrosion in the fuel system. Sixthly, we have what is called a demulsifier. A demulsifier is simply the component of factor X that separates water from fuel. Now, we know what water can do in an engine. Those who are drivers, they know that they cannot afford water getting into their engine, So fuel factor X plays that role of preventing water from flowing in your engine, in your fuel system. Then lastly, we have a fuel stabilizer. I just want to inform the guests that fuel has a shelf life. Most of us may not be aware of this, but fuel does have a shelf life. So depending on the environment in which you store fuel, if you need to store it, depending on the environment and the temperature at which you're storing the fuel, your fuel may begin to separate into its components after 2 to 3 months, sometimes 4 months. Now, the fuel stabilizer extends the shelf life of your fuel to up to 5 years. When you use fuel factor X, fuel will remain in its original state, ready to be used when it needs to be used. Now, this is important, especially for those who have generators. Some generators sit for quite a long time before being switched on. Now, they run the risk of the fuel destabilizing or separating into its components. So fuel factor X deals with the issue of stabilization of fuel. So these 7 ingredients are what make fuel factor X a superfood, or make it a comprehensive fuel treatment. No other product in the market does this, all these 7 functions for you, or no other product in the market has these 7 ingredients that fuel factor X has. Now, when we use fuel factor X in our vehicles for the first time, we need to be aware of certain things. Now, I know my slide says take the 7-tank challenge, and I will explain what this is. What you have on your screen is an illustration that shows the experiences that drivers go through when they use fuel factor X first time. Each line, each colored line represents an experience, a different category of experience. So when you use fuel factor X, one of 4 things will happen, and I will explain this immediately. Now, number 1, the blue line. The blue line indicates the experience of drivers that begin to experience fuel economy immediately they begin to use fuel factor X. As you can see, the blue line, as you can see, the line rises right from the beginning. Now, that rise is a rise in fuel economy. It means they begin to save fuel immediately, and it continues to rise until it reaches a peak level, optimal level. Now, the green line is the second scenario. When I say second scenario, it means some drivers will experience what the green line is showing. Now, the green line is showing a driver who begins to use fuel factor X, but will not see immediate fuel economy. For the first, second, and sometimes even the third usage of fuel factor X. Now, after that, it begins to rise. The fuel economy begins to be realized. Now, this means that it just needs some patience as you use fuel factor X. It means if you use fuel factor X for the first time and you don't see an immediate saving in your fuel consumption, do not worry. It is coming. After a few uses, the fuel consumption will begin to reduce and your fuel economy will begin to rise. Now, what is comforting is that that scenario still rises and eventually gets to the optimal level. Then we have the pink line. The pink line is something that a number of us have experienced with their vehicles when they began to use fuel factor X. Now, in this scenario, or in this case, the fuel economy actually drops. So if you have a client or you have the experience where the fuel economy, first of all, dropped for the first 2 uses of fuel factor X, again, do not worry. This is scientific. That could be happening because of a number of reasons. Perhaps the condition of the engine in terms of carbon buildup, in terms of maybe the vehicle is not serviced on schedule as it should, and therefore fuel factor S will begin to work on the engine of the vehicle to bring it up to speed, and then eventually, as you can see in the illustration, the pink line eventually begins to rise. And then we have the gold line. That is a fourth scenario or the fourth situation. In the fourth situation, there is an immediate rise in fuel economy and then a drop on the second or the third use of fuel factor X. Then after that, it begins to rise again. Again, this is a scenario that can happen when you use fuel factor X for the first time. Now, this is because this particular case happens where there's so much sludge within the engine that it takes time to soften up and begin to come out. But the engine still takes advantage of the fuel economy. So after 1 use or 2 uses, the carbon deposits and the sludge that has built up in the engine over time has softened up, and then now fuel factor S begins to remove that out of the engine. So the fuel economy will come down briefly, but it will continue to rise. Now, what is comforting is this. In every scenario, in every case, there will be a point at which fuel economy will reach the optimal level. So as an affiliate, if you're already an affiliate, or if you're planning to join us in the business as an affiliate, these are scenarios that you need to have in mind so that when a client tells you, this is what I experienced, you have the information to inform them that they are still on the right track as far as fuel economy is concerned. So we call this a 7-tank challenge. These are tests that have been done by our engineers, and these are the results that they have found. And this gives comfort to the customers that eventually everybody begins to experience fuel economy. Now, there are many questions that you may receive from time to time from customers, from clients, from other affiliates. Now, this particular presentation is available to every team member, and it is good to go through what we call the frequently asked questions, or the FAQs. So we have collected the questions that are frequently asked by customers. For example, if you look on my screen, the 4th question is, what is the treatment ratio for fuel factor X? That is available. And if you look at this information, read it, understand it, you'll be able to answer any question that a customer may ask you. So we have collected a number of questions about warranties, about the safety of the product, and I can tell you from the word go, fuel factor X is absolutely safe. It is designed for use in combustion engines, and it has gone through the most rigorous tests, and it has been certified as a safe product for both petrol, diesel, and other kind of carbon-based fuel engines. So these questions are important. Read them, understand them, talk to your upline or talk to the person who invited you to understand what information is there. And Fuel Factor comes in various packages, the 10 ml sachet, the 120 ml bottle, a 1 gallon jerry can, 5-gallon bucket, and a 55-gallon drum or barrel. All these are available for our customers, and anybody who has tried Fuel Factor only has good things to say about it once they go through experience. And I want to encourage all of us, use it if you have a vehicle, introduce it to your friends and family, introduce it to your business partners, and experience the goodness of Fuel Factor X and help them to reduce their cost of fuel, their cost of transportation, their cost of car maintenance, and anybody will welcome that. At that point, I will come to an end of my presentation. Daniel, back to you. I trust anybody who has a question will be able to raise it maybe on the chat, and we may be able to answer it eventually. Thank you.
Wow, wow, wow. That was great to hear from you, Leader Matthias. Such a comprehensive information. Really, we are very glad. I'm very much sure each and every person who attended this Zoom meeting, at least you've learned something, okay? It's not the end, because basically each and every Tuesdays, we normally have trainings like this. I know there's some people who cannot get to understand everything for the first time, especially those who have attended this Zoom meeting for the first time. So each and every Zoom Tuesdays, we are on same time. Okay, so don't fail. Also invite your fellow friends and family, so at least they can get to learn about this wonderful product. They can either use it or do join us and do business in it so that we can make money, or do both. So you're all welcome. For those of us who have questions, we still have a session for that, for question Q&A, question and answers. That is tomorrow. Members, tomorrow, for those who have nagging questions, tomorrow's is a Q&A day and sharing testimonies. So same time, so don't fail. Tomorrow, you're given the platform to ask the questions that you have. And for those who want to share also testimonies and experiences, please, tomorrow is the day for that. For today is presentation. Now, without further ado, I want to welcome our great leader, Leader Sue, to take us through the money session. I'm very much sure each and every one of us in here is hungry to make more money. We all need financial freedom, remember? Yes, we need money in our pockets so that we can pay bills. Is that true? Yes, so without further ado, I want to welcome Leader Sue. Leader Sue, share your knowledge with us. You're a great leader. Share the knowledge. We want to know how we can make money in this business. So please, welcome to the podium. Leader Sue, welcome.
Thank you so much, Leader Daniel. Yes, and even more than paying our bills, we want to create generational wealth to leave to our children, our children's children, and their children, and to enjoy a lifestyle that, you know, others enjoy, you know, to be able to fly, go somewhere on holiday when we want, just do the things that we love, you know. So thank you very much. It would be unfair for me to go ahead without thanking our product trainer, Matt. Matt, it's hard to believe that you're actually on the road and several hours away from home. That's like serious dedication. For delivery, I'll give you an A. That was excellent. The training was super, super. And we hope that everyone, members on the call, everyone needs to master. When you master your product, it is easy for you to convince. So please use Matt as your example and just become Sarah. And yeah, Matt, you deserve it. And just learn, you know, I mean, he's on the road, away from home, committed to the business. This is what, and you're going to see him, you know, a lot. So when people become successful, it's because they are putting in a lot of effort. They are talking about this. Their belief level is high. And I wish that for every one of you on the call today. I also want to recognize everyone on the call today. I may not mention your names, but Kenya, Nairobi, Mombasa team is on. We are excited. We've just been there. And I can see a number of you on the call, Nairobi as well. Malawi, led by our wonderful brother David. I can see your members in here. Very exciting, Brian and everybody. Uganda, Tina, Florence, we are very happy to have you here. Nigeria, of course, John and the rest, to have you here. So let's quickly move to the money. And this session is called Show Me the Money. How do you make money in this business? This business is the product we have established that the product is excellent. Like Matt said, it goes through rigorous testing in the US. It's an American product, hard to compete with those products from the US. So it does what it says it does. We have many testimonies. We are already starting to put them together for you. And soon we'll start sharing them on this platform. So please, if you have any super testimonies, please tomorrow join us. Tell us what it's doing for you. Remember to manage your clients' expectations, because just like Matt said, the first few users, different things could happen and before it gets to the optimal and where they save at a constant level. So, okay, so Daniel, I just be preparing your screens. If you could do the calculator, the compensation plan, a back office, and of course, the whiteboard, and we can get started. So first of all, members, if you're new today, you're very welcome here. For those of you who have been consistently coming on these calls, there's nothing really like repetition on these calls. The more you attend these calls, the better you become. And remember, emphasis is on becoming a master of your trade. Okay, so master the business, the product, but also for people who want to join as affiliates, people who want to join and do the business, they'll ask you, how do I make money? So you also have to have these at your fingertips. So it's very important at least to be able to summarize, this part. So our product is great, and it's great in the way that you either make money or you save money. So if you're a customer of ours, you save on your fuel costs, and we know the price of fuel is rising every day, everywhere. And then, secondly, you can also make telling others about this super product and about this super opportunity. You can also put cash into your pocket. And we said that cash can actually translate to generational wealth. Okay, so to start, when you join this business, you can come in as a customer or as an affiliate. Affiliate is just a term meaning like a reseller or someone who wants to do business. So you can say an agent, a distributor. Distributor is commonly used, or an affiliate. It's one and the same thing. So Daniel, let's go to the whiteboard and then let us show the team how they can possibly come in. You can share your screen with us, but we start. As he's doing that, okay. Let's go to the screen. So as he's doing that, let's just start by talking about the package. I think we can just say, okay, there's coming in as an affiliate or as a customer. You can maybe put down those two. You can come in as an affiliate or you can come in as a customer. And remember, we have said affiliate is an agent, is a distributor, is just someone who wants to do the business, okay? You can sign up people who want to do the business, or you can sign up end users who are your customers. Now, our product comes in packages, and the one we recommend that you start with is called the executive pack. Executive pack. And depending on your country, on the taxes, it will cost, I'd say, an average of $160. So $160. Yeah. So if you divide this by the number of sachets in the pack, we have just divided by 36 sachets, 36 10 ml sachets. I want you to see your cost per unit. Let's go to the 160 divided by 36. You see, 4.4. So let's say $4.5, $4.5. And I want you to all know that you can comfortably sell this for, I'd say $7. Okay. When you do that at $7, actually, basically, you can make 40 to 50% retail profit just selling these pieces. Okay. So cost per unit is $4.5 on average, and you can comfortably sell it for $7. All right. I'm using dollars because I know we have members from different countries. So at your own time, I hope you're taking notes. You can calculate and just see what it is. If you want us to take it country by country, we can come up with a cost that you can use in your own countries, which is reasonable. So Malawi, we can come up with something for you. In Kenya, we already have what we use. In Uganda, we've already established, and I know John in Nigeria has also already established how much. So I think Ghana, we can do that. Sorry, there's some noise in the background. Just excuse me. Someone's alarm, but I know it will go off. Yeah, go off. All right. What happens? You sign in with your executive pack. Not that there's no other package. There's a smaller package for about $80. But today, I want to talk about Best Buy, how to come in and how to maximize on your earnings. The reason we want you to start with this executive pack is because you get the product at the lowest price. That $4.5 only applies when you buy this executive pack. If you buy the smaller pack, the cost per unit is higher. Very important to note. So this executive pack is what we call our Best Buy, and it has several benefits. Okay, this is our Best Buy. Now, when you sign up, we use calendar months. If you sign up, today is the 30th. So let's say you join on the 1st of February, you are active. If you want to earn from the business, you are active for the whole month. You are active for 30 days, okay? And if you want to sign up somebody, we are now going to use as illustrations to show you just the potential earnings. Like if you come in at the beginning of February, you can determine how much you're going to earn. And so we want to give you the formula that we are using so that you can either meet it or surpass it, or even if you miss it, at least you'll have made something for the month of February. So now that it's end of January, let's talk about February here. So if you sign up somebody, signing them up means they're coming in as an affiliate or a customer and they are buying. Okay, we've already said that there's retail profit that you can make, and we have seen how much that is. So that's the first way you earn. But now I want us to go back to the whiteboard so that you see what happens when you bring in someone who buys the executive pack for $160, which has 36 sachets. This is what. There we go. So for everybody, you sign up. Anyone who signs up through your link, because when you join the business, it is free to join and get your website. That is free, okay? So the person who's invited you to the call has a link that they will share with you, and you can take your position and sign up right away. That is free. But to activate the account and start earning good money, then you need to activate. Even without paying anything, you will still earn something when you bring people who buy, but you will leave some money on the table. Everyone who signs up with an executive pack, you get $36. Anyone who signs up with an executive pack for $160, you get 36. So remember the figure $36. Which means if you sign up 10 people in the month, 10 people, and they buy through your website, they sign up through your link, sorry, that would, how much would you have made that month? $360. Super, not bad for the month of February, right? Just by introducing 12 people who are either coming in as distributors, affiliates, or they're end users. Your end users will also be holding Zoom calls to tell you who to target. People that you can potentially target, people in construction, people using heavy machinery, transporters, shipping lines, and many others. Agriculture, anyone using a lot of petrol or diesel, those could be your clients. And even individuals with high performance vehicles, people who fill their tanks regularly and really feel the pinch of the price of fuel when it goes up, those are your target market. So we have done the first one, so $36. This one, if they sign up as an affiliate, if they sign up below you as distributors or affiliates, you get $36 for the first time that they purchase. The company is saying, thank you for bringing in a sub-agent, someone below you, and they give you $36. And we call that jump start bonus. So Daniel, you can write, we had said number one is retail profit. Number one, you can say one is retail profit. And we had said, that one is super because as you buy sachets, you can sell them. Number two is called jump start bonus, and it's given to affiliates, and it's $36 per person. Number three is very similar to number two, $36 per person. Okay, when they buy the executive pack. Number three is quite similar, but then there's a major difference. The third one, we call it customer acquisition, CA, customer acquisition bonus, CAB, customer acquisition bonus. So if you bring in a customer who buys the executive pack, again, you get $36 for the order. Now, the major difference you can see, it remains, it's 36 for the jumpstart bonus for affiliates. It's also $36 for a customer. So where is the difference? We said that for jumpstart bonus number two, that $36 is paid it's a one-off. It's paid the first time that they buy. Second time and third time and fourth time, there are different bonuses. Our company has a total of 9 bonuses and 9 ways that you earn, okay? So we are only going to cover a few today, but I want to tell you that there's a list of 9 bonuses, and we'll show you soon in the compensation plan. So number 3, the customer acquisition bonus is every time they buy the package, you get paid. So the 36 is paid every time. So if next month they come and buy the product, you get $36 again. If the following week they buy it again, so every time your customer purchases the executive pack, you are paid $36. Remember, you might have big customers and they may buy more than $36 worth, So for example, one client can come and buy 10 executive packs, and therefore you'll earn $360 instead of $36. Because when people start to use our product and they see it's effective and probably they're in business, they will begin to purchase more of the product. Thank you, Dalian. So that's bonus 1, 2, and 3 already covered in there. Now, let us go to bonus 4, but to go to bonus 4, global pool bonus, Daniel. Just put global bonus. We'll call it number 4, global bonus pool. Perfect. Now, this bonus is paid to you for anyone who is signing up and buying a package below you. The company puts aside 2% of the business volume every single month, and you can start earning this bonus from day 1 of your business. You recruit someone, bring someone in as a customer or as an affiliate, and every time you have 4 people, if you have 4 people in one calendar month, you get paid. Daniel, let us quickly go to compensation plan, and let us just go through those bonuses so that we can just read that statement there. Compensation plan. This is available to everybody. And to add on to this and to simplify it, we've shared videos of each 3 to 5 minute videos, short videos of each of these bonuses. global bonus pool. Good. If you zoom in, you will see that it says that 2% of the volume is put aside every month. And all you need to do is to get 4 enrollments. Sign up 4 people, let 4 people buy a package, okay? 4 people buying a package, that gives you 1 share of the global pool. 1 share of the global pool. For those of you who've been in this industry of direct selling before, you will know this is a first. This does not happen in other companies. In fact, in other companies, you need to reach certain levels of production, of productivity, for you to earn, this is like a share, for you to earn any shares. So anyway, so for every 4 you bring in a calendar month and they purchase a pack, you get 1 share. And here it says 8 people is 2 shares. You will see it in multiples of 4. 12 people is 3 shares. 16 people is 4 shares, and 20 people is 5 shares. Now, this does not stop. You can actually even introduce 100 people or more, whatever it is. It will be divided into 4, and that will be the number of shares you have. We have seen that on average, 1 share, Daniel, we can go to the whiteboard. 1 share is paid at, company pays you this monthly at 50, on average, $50 a share. That is the average, okay? 1 share, $50, 4 people, okay? 1 share, $50 on average. We want to be prudent. We'd rather under promise and over deliver. $50. Now, let's go back to Daniel. Let's go to our back office and let's go to commission calculator and see how much the shares were paid last month. We have said average is 50, about 45, 50, 55. That's what we've been seeing. Okay, back office, all of you at this point know how to log on. You need to attend Zoom calls so that we show you how to go through and navigate your fully automated, state-of-the-art free website. So here we go. We go to reports and we go to commission calculator. We have said that on average it's paid at $50, 1 share. But I want you all to see this. You can all zoom in and see, and we can read this together. It says your current shares in the pool are 0, and last month's share value was $105. That is what I wanted you to see, that we are talking about $50, but it could be much more. In this case, last month, they paid it at $105, which is slightly more than double a share, just for bringing in 4 people, okay? So imagine if you had brought in 12 people, you'd have 3 shares and you'd have earned over $300 on that one, all right? So we don't even want to put that figure there. We want to remain with this one. We said we like to under promise and over deliver, okay? So that's our number 4. Let's go to number 5, Daniel. Number 5, which is the last one we are covering today before we put it all together. We call it the rank advancement bonus. Rank advancement bonus. That executive pack has, all our packages in the company have a number of points allocated. A number of points allocated. And our executive pack has 90 points. So our executive, there we go, rank advancement. Our executive pack has 90 points. And so if you zoom in, Daniel will zoom in there. You'll see we have ranks. Those ranks, you can zoom in, Daniel. Good. Yeah, that's fine. They go from 1K. A 1K affiliate is someone who, together with his team, has achieved a total volume in 1 month of at least 1,000 points. Remember, we said an executive is 90 points. So that person is given a one-off of $100. If they've done 5,000 points together with the team in a calendar month, it's $500. It goes all the way to master affiliate, who receives a one-time bonus of $500,000. Okay, that's now when you've gotten to the top. So we said again, to get to 1K, the first rank, you need to have 90 points. Executive, you just need to have 1,000 points in your organization. So now let's put it all together. Let's put it all together. We have an additional 4 bonuses, but we are stopping here today. So let's put it together, Daniel. Putting it all together, let us see. Our magic number, we always say, is the number 12. You have 30 days, no, sorry, the month of February has less, but you have a calendar month to look for 12 people who either want to join you and do business with you or want to become customers and enjoy the saving they'll get off our product, okay? 12 people who can purchase this product, the executive pack. So number 1, we are not even going to talk about retail profit. That is extra, okay? We'll not even cover it, but that will be in addition to the figure we are putting below. Now we want to talk about the jumpstart bonus or customer acquisition bonus. We said it was $36 per person. So if you have 12 people times 36, how much is that? 12 times 36. Let's go to our calculator. 12 times 36, which is 12 people times $36 each, with package would give you $36, and the total is $432. All right. Number 2 is the global bonus pool that we've just spoken about. Look at this, 12 people in multiples of 4. How many shares? 12 people divide by 4 gives you 3 shares. We said the 3 shares are paid at an average of $50. Good. So 3 times 50, which is $50 times 3, which is equal to, thank you, Daniel, for that, making it very clear, $150. And still on this slide, Daniel, on this one, it's okay, 150. And still at the bottom here, add rank advancement. We saw there was a rank advancement because if you have 12 people, Daniel, let's go to the calculator. If you've got 12 people, go to the calculator. If you have 12 people, each of them buy an executive pack, which is 90 points, then leave it here first a bit, Daniel. It means you've got 1,080 points. And we say to become a 1K affiliate, you just need 1,000 points. And Daniel, please go back to the compensation plan so everyone sees how much they earn. You have 1,080 points. Zoom in. You can see at 1K affiliate, you earn a one-time bonus of $100. All right, let's go to our whiteboard and say $100. You earn it in the month that you achieve the rank. 100. So the total there, let's clear these. 432 plus 150 plus 100 for 12 people, okay? That's our goal. We can surpass it. We can get to it. Even if we miss it slightly, there's still substantial earning. So total is 432, those figures. That was Jumpstart and customer acquisition plus $150 for the global bonus pool. And for the rank advancement, we had $100. And so that is $682. Wow. He's even highlighted it. Now, just so that I know we are all following, I can see that there are 20 people on the call. Please, if this is the last thing you do before we start winding up, please give us $682 in your currency. If you're in Kenya, please use a rate of 120 because we pay in at 120 and so we are paid at 120. We pay for the product at a reduced rate at 120, we are paid at 120. Please, let's just have some answers here. What is $682 as an earning for you in the month of February? I'm waiting for your responses. Let's go. Let's go. Who will be the first? Thank you, George Rohara, 81,840 Kenya shillings. Tina, Uganda, 2.4 million Uganda shillings. Thank you very much. Florence, Uganda, 2.5 million Uganda. That's right. Let's have one or two more at least. I'm waiting. Malawi, Brian, thank you, Brian. Malawi, 100, no, that's 1 million, right? Yeah, it is. 0.084 thousand kwacha. Yeah, 1 million kwacha. Okay. And one more, then I can go on. And everyone should be quick, because soon you'll be hearing this. Put your answer first. You never know what's coming. Just hear an alert on your phone. So one more, just one more. But if you can target and put this on your vision board for your business and say, in the month of February, this is what I want to do. And even though in countries like Malawi, where we're not there yet, but it's possible to organize, have your people still order, because business starts from somewhere. You can actually get people interested, they come together, you order collectively, and everything becomes easier. Real Me, thank you. This is definitely in Kenya. Thank you, Real Me. 81,840 shillings. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much. Brian, okay. It is, okay. That is still where? 1 million, and 84,000. 1,084,000 kwacha. Thank you so much, Brian. All right, so guys, if you had that, you're starting your business or you're restarting your business after the holiday, and this is what you're earning in the month of February. Is it bad? I don't think it's bad money to start the year. And remember, as you start, your team begins to grow. So these amounts in another month, 2 months, 3 months, 4, 5, 6, it will start to increase. But that is just a good start. And you know what happens? When this is your start, guess what happens? You're able to show people. You will show affiliates. Those wanting to do the business, you'll be able to say, hey, look, this is my earning for this month, the month of February. So already you show them that it doesn't just look good on paper, it actually translates to cash, real money in your pocket. And that's what people want to know. Does it just look good on paper? Because everything, we are used to things looking good on paper, but it doesn't translate to actual cash, hard money. But this is. So then for people who want to sign up below you and do it as a business, it becomes evidence that it works, okay? And even for you, now you have belief and now you can move. Now, before I close, I also want to mention, today we haven't talked about commercial businesses, but I want to tell you that that executive pack is not the biggest pack you have. There are bigger packages. You can even sell a barrel which would give you as a member $3,000. If you found a big company and they want to buy the product in barrels, you can get much, much more than that $36. Very important that you understand that. So those figures can triple, can go up by 10, can go up by 100%, okay? It's really up to you. So as you're looking for individuals, please also look for companies. There are people in all your countries, everywhere we are, that are struggling. They are shutting down operations. they have to fire some staff. They are packing those trucks because they can no longer afford the fuel. The price of fuel is just too high. So please think of them tonight. Let these things go through your head. Think about the figures here. Think about the users. Have a pen and a paper always. Write down potential people. Network. Look for your connections. Look for somebody who knows somebody who is a decision maker in one of these corporations. And you can start your journey to financial freedom. Thank you so much for getting on the call. I want to hand us back to Leader Daniel. Leader Daniel, floor is yours.
Wow, what an exciting presentation. It's always good to hear about money because basically some of us, hey, for this world to move, you need to have something in your pocket. Money is always crucial. But now the good thing is, yeah, you're earning money out of helping people to save their cost on fuel. That's magnificent because it's a win-win. You win. You start by helping people save their cost on fuel. You share the opportunity to others so that they can make money, and you make money as well. So it's wonderful. We are doing God's work. I believe that, and I'm very much sure 2024 is our year. We must make millionaires in this business. Africa, we have received a wonderful opportunity. I believe it's God-given. Now it's up to us to make it happen. One, we help people. Two, we get financial freedom. So thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dasu, for the wonderful presentation. I'm very much sure each and every one of us in this call has gained something. Please sleep over it and let's work. Let's get our hands to the plow and work. So we have these presentations each and every Tuesday, same time. Please remember, don't walk this path alone. Invite all your people, all your loved ones, all the people that you have a common, you're common-minded, so that at least we can build this empire together. Also, not forgetting tomorrow we have tomorrow it's a Q&A. It's an interactive meeting, same time, where you ask questions. All the questions that you have, please feel free to ask them tomorrow. And those people who have what we call testimonies to share, those people who want to share testimonies, tomorrow it's also a testimonial sharing day. Without forgetting, on Thursday, same time, please, such a presentation will be led by our leader in America, Dale. So remember on Thursday also to invite, same time, invite. I want each and every one of us to come at least with 5 people to the Thursday call. Okay? 5. That's how you can grow. In this business, you cannot grow alone. Okay? You have to teamwork. You have to be a leader, right? Exactly. So let's share it out and make sure it's a success. So without further ado, I really thank each and every one of you who attended this call. I know you had to set aside your time and come into this call. That's so sacrificial. And I'm very much positive that it was very beneficial to you and you've gotten something from it. So without further ado, I want to wish each and every one of you a good night and God bless you so much. Unmute yourself and say hello and wish each other a lovely night and a tranquil one. Unmute yourself and say good night. Unmute.
Good night,
Good night,
everybody.
right.
Good
Good
night,
night.
everyone.
Good night.
Sleep tight. God bless you all.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Good night. Good night. You're the best. Good night. We will